It's Ros Gold-Onwude, and I am here with Deja Kelly. Hey sis, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to see you. You look great. Okay.
Oh, thank you, girl. Thank
you. Do this? I don't even know. Should you be interviewing me? Because my sis has shows, podcasts, hosts, events, modeling. She's doing it all.
Coming, trying, multifaceted girly.
I know.
Let's get it.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And we're out here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're here for Athletes Unlimited. It's kind of like a pre-season welcome moment here. You guys have been busy. You had a personal team players dinner.
Yep.
Then y'all were at the Tennessee Titans game. And then last night there was a really kind of fabulous welcome dinner. Just take me through what it's been like being in Nashville for AU.
Yeah, so this is my first time in Nashville, so I didn't know what to expect, but I was really excited with, having, I think it's a great combination of vets, rookies, kind of newbies, new faces to AU, and just kind of having that camaraderie and being able to go to the Titans game and see what that's like, seeing the familiarity with the Titans staff and seeing how much they support AU as well. They're excited to come to games. So just seeing the support that Nashville has and how the excitement around AU and the fans are excited to get involved. I'm excited to finally interact with them come February. So overall being in Nashville and seeing the collective dinner last night, just seeing how many people are just, like I said, excited about the league, excited about us and our stories and hearing more about that. That's something I'm excited to continue to share and continue, like I said, continue to interact with everyone who is about AU and who wants to invest and continue to support.
Yeah, for me, I was in attendance at the welcome dinner. So nice. And one of the things that stood out to me, you guys look like you're having a lot of fun. But, we're here to watch basketball happen. And I'm curious, just first of all, why AU? Why did you decide this was the next step I need to make with my career? And what are you trying to get out of playing in this league?
Yeah, well, first off, AU just being a league that can keep you stateside is a no-brainer, and that's obviously what kind of had pulled me towards the league. But for me, it's just about, any platform that I have or opportunity to hoop, to play basketball, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take full advantage. But for AU, just really seeing, I've talked to a few girls, I've kept up with it since it started, so just kind of learning about what people have gotten out of it. That's my biggest thing. Any opportunity, I want to use that as an opportunity to create more, even more for myself. So of course for me, my next step and my overall main goal is getting to the W, being on a W roster. So how can I use AU as a tool and as a platform to continue to show what I can do on the court, knowing the killer, the type of player that I am, continuing to show that with the ruling system, with you get individual points, just seeing how it all kind of accumulates to this overall experience that can not only help you build relationships with other really great players, but you're competing against some of the best, you're playing alongside some of the best to play. So I think that's, overall, it's just an opportunity that I'm really excited to have, and I'm grateful for that AU reached out and presented me with it. And it was kind of a no-brainer for me, because I was like, the opportunity to play 5v5 basketball and do what I do, and this is basically my, try whatever it is, just taking full advantage. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I think you can really shine in this format and league. Again, 5-on-5 ball, but the teams kind of rotate and switch each week, right? And players are individually scored as well. And there's no system or politics that you have to think about. And when I say that, I mean, you did a training camp or you play a season for some league, there's going to be a team with, hey, this player gets a touch first. The system runs this way. They've got to eat first. Right. And here's a situation where you really get to showcase what you got. Why might that format and type of situation help showcase what you can do in your game?
It's so intriguing because, like you said, there's no agenda, with AU. And you've seen so many players who maybe in the W don't have as big of a role, but then you see them thriving in AU because really showcasing what they can do and different roles that are played. I think that's the most important thing about this league and how it helps really the growth of players, the growth of confidence. I think that's the biggest thing that I've heard, and the joy that a lot of players have just found in playing in AU again. Whether it was lost, whether they're just looking to have some fun hooping, that's what AU brings, and that's what it's about, because you're able to fully be yourself. There is no politics, which is a big thing. It's real. And for me personally, that is a big thing, that I've kind of sometimes been hit by or sometimes have seen, whatever that looks like. And so for me to be able to play basketball with a group of women who all have, are all like-minded, all have the same goals in mind, and that's just to get better and build relationships with each other, and how can we learn and bounce off of each other and grow. And that's what I'm excited for, because I'm excited to, I don't have to, there's no think pieces, there's no thing, I'm not thinking like, oh gosh, I have to do this in order to make this team, whatever. Like, it's literally, I know I'm here to play basketball. I know everyone around me has my best interest at heart, and vice versa. How can we help each other continue to, get to where we need to go? And that's what I'm really excited for, because, it's tough. The past few months have been tough for me, but to be able to just have an opportunity to play basketball free-minded and just with joy, I'm really looking forward to that.
It feels like a clean slate.
Clean slate. This will be, I guess, my first, technically, taste of professional basketball in a full pro league, for a full season. So yeah, definitely a clean slate. Definitely something where I'm just like, okay, like there's, for AU to see my value and what I bring to the table, both on and off the court, from jump without me even setting foot, playing without even me even playing in the league yet. Like, they just saw that kind of based on the conversations we've had. That was a blessing for me, and that was something that I was really grateful for, which is why it was kind of a no-brainer for me to say, all right, I'm joining this, and I know that I can get a lot from it, I can benefit a lot from it, and both parties will definitely continue to grow as well.
Yeah, for sure. And it makes me flash back to when we last spoke.
Yes.
And it was right after an inspiring training camp that you have at the Las Vegas Aces. I mean, you kind of had these viral moments that took, WNBA threads, Twitter, the community by storm. Unfortunately, I just think from a lack of, there's not enough space on these rosters right now, you get waived. Yep. So what have you been doing in this time to stay ready in basketball and keep working on your game?
Yeah, really just literally staying ready, working out, trying to, keep my mental up. I think that's the biggest thing. That kind of was the biggest challenge for me, over the summer, because it was just figuring out, okay, if this doesn't happen, like if I don't get a call, throughout the rest of the summer, if I don't get a whatever hardship, whatever that looks like, another contract, then what's next? And I always knew I had AU to look forward to. That was always in the back of my mind, but it was the struggle kind of in those moments where it just like not to feel chosen or picked. I mean, and again, but knowing how cutthroat the league is, that's where, leagues like AU, the other leagues that are forming too, like presenting opportunities to players like me who had a taste of the W, got cut, is looking for what's next, is looking to, to take that next step in my basketball career. Like, I've seen so many players. I was talking with Sid the other day where she was out of the league for a little bit and playing in AU their first year. She got a training camp and then she became a champion 2 years in a row. Like, so seeing stories like that, everyone has a different story, and I'm really excited to share mine, throughout AU and continue to grow on and off the court mentally. That's my biggest priority, is staying ready there, and because if I'm not good mentally, you can't perform how I need to. So that was my biggest, kind of pick me up throughout the past few months.
Yeah, because I can imagine too, while you're staying ready and training outside of a league, and it can be probably really isolating at times too. And one thing I've learned about you, you have no quit in you. Like, how are you holding on to this hoop dream of yours, to be a pro, when in the midst of it, you've got a lot of other options that you're crushing as well? Yes,
and I think that's sometimes a big misconception about me too, is because I have a lot of options and different avenues that I've built and have grown for myself, that, basketball, I don't really need it. And that's something that, I always take as a slap in the face, because it's like, no, basketball is my vehicle. That's what's driven me to all these other opportunities that I've gotten and that I've been able to be a part of. So basketball is the main priority. Basketball is my main focus. So how am I able to stay ready and keep that at the forefront while also continuing to be multifaceted and versatile? But it gets tough, again, like I said, to keep that and keep the focus there, when things aren't always going your way, and, staying positive in that way. But, and, for me too, being my age, being a rookie, I have a lot of friends in the W, so sometimes it's tough seeing that and talking with them, like people don't speak on that side of things. Knowing that I belong and knowing that it's just a lack of space, a lack of, the situations are different and they're getting better. But yeah, like just knowing those are the reasons and knowing that my time will come and my journey is my journey and trusting that and not doing the comparison game. Comparison is the thief of joy. So I found myself doing that. But then once I kind of remembered, like, no, like I'm exactly where I need to be. Yeah. Whatever that looks like, I know that I'm in this situation. I'm going through these moments because something greater is going to come out of it. So again, I'm really excited to showcase that, whatever that looks like in AU and while I play, and just showing that confidence again and finding that again and finding the joy in playing too. Just knowing that that'll lead me to something bigger and greater as well.
Yeah, it's hard though. You're only 24, right? Yeah, I mean, like the poise and the maturity it takes to do that. And sometimes, the people around you aren't showing the same compassion for you. Yep. And understanding what you might need. But I do want to come back to like this concept of spots in the W. So right now it's very public. The W is going through a very contentious CBA renegotiation. Yep. And literally some of the things being debated and fought for are more spots on rosters. Also, we know there's more teams coming to the league. Like, it's exactly speaking to someone like you. Like, how are you impacted? Have you thought about how you're impacted and affected by this very CBA that's happening right now?
Yeah, I've tried to stay as close to these conversations as I can, just learning about what's happening with these negotiations and where it's kind of leading to. And for me, for a player like me who is aspiring to, be stamped in the league and have a consistent job, it's like, I don't want a lockout. I'm scared. I'm like, please don't be a lockout. Please don't be a strike. So I'm hoping that, those negotiations get there. But
as a broadcaster, I'm like, please let it be a season.
Because I'm like, please, I'm trying to play. Right, you're trying to play, I'm trying to play. Exactly. Talk about it. So those are kind of things that I'm constantly thinking about and talking to my peers about, because I'm just like, so are we moving forward? Are we making progress? Like, what's happening? And I think that's, there's been so many good conversations, and I think no one's asking for too much. No one's asking for too little. I think it's exactly what, we deserve, the players. And we need the W. Everyone needs the W. The way it's growing, the way in the direction it's moving, like it's needed. So I'm confident that the conversations will lead to a conclusion of everyone's getting what they deserve. This is what we're going to do. How can we all grow and build together in unison? So I'm excited to see where it goes. Obviously, the expansion teams are a no-brainer and are going to be very beneficial for players like me and for just players all around the league, to be able to have different roles, see different faces, and continue to grow the league in different ways. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to learn more about, what the expansion draft, what the rules will be with that, and, free agency. It's going to be insane, but there's so much to it. It's going to get crazy, but I am confident, and I know that I will be in conversations, and my job is to just play the best I can in AU, and that's kind of my tryout for the W. So just using it as that and using that platform to go from there.
Absolutely. What a time to be alive. You were born in what, 2001? 2001. So, just that timeline puts you in a situation where like spots are expanding in the W. Women's basketball is booming. There's alternative leagues to play in. You can have a career that stays only in the States. Right. Like you were there for a bit of NIL. Like there's such amazing energy around the blossoming of your career. Yes. It's really exciting. But even off the basketball court, the business of Deja is booming. And I wanted to round this out, just finishing there, because I know you poured out your passion for hoops, but girl, you're crushing it in everything else. My sis is a host, a podcaster. You got your own shows, you're a model, you have brand deals, you're doing events. And one of the coolest things I happened to be at and saw you on the stage for, you walked the runway during Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week for Actively Black. Yep. And you owned it. Yeah, but you gotta take me through what it was like to walk a runway, and like what was the whole experience like for you?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. It's always been a dream of mine to walk at some show in New York Fashion Week. I've been for the past 3 years, and luckily NIL has allowed me the opportunity to do so. But yeah, just being able to walk, and when I got the opportunity from Actively Black to be able to do so, and I was actually I had a partnership with them. I want to say my sophomore year of college, and that was one of my first like big partnerships. So we've always been family and always kept in touch. So for them to bring that opportunity, yes, that's fam, exactly. Hey, what up, man? But no, to be able for them to give me that opportunity, on a platform like that, on a stage like that, I was so grateful. Because their message is so powerful, and it's so much deeper than fashion. It's so much deeper than the names, the brand, whatever. Like it's the message is powerful, and for me to be a part of that, I was truly honored. And then I got another opportunity to walk like 2 days later, just from that with Romeo Hunt.
Oh, what?
Yes.
So what was your strategy in walking? Are you not supposed to sashay? You're supposed to stay kind of straight?
So I was trying to learn, man. I was in my hotel room practicing. I'm like, I cannot mess this up. I cannot look crazy. Please, no one will bring me back. Like, I don't know. Like for Romeo Hunt, it was very different because that was more like straight face, like kind of almost mean mug, like stomping hard, walk hard, like don't really move your arms.
Fitted or loose clothes? Because Actively Black was fitted because it was workout
Actively
clothes.
Black was fitted. Romeo Hunt, what they had me in, I had like a fitted kind of shorts and then a little puffer jacket, but it was different because like I couldn't, they said not to move my arms, but like my legs, I gotta sway and I gotta stomp hard. And then with Actively Black, it was like, girl, give all the sass, give all the energy, give all the attitude. So I'm out there, I'm like this, trying to sway my hips, all the things. So it's so funny how different, different brands, what they want, different things to see, but it's so much fun because it's so creative and there's so much that goes into it. But yeah, to be a part of that during Fashion Week, that was great. And hopefully I get more opportunities from there.
Absolutely. You absolutely crushed it, and it felt like everybody was in the room to see it.
Yes.
Thank you. I continue to be proud, and I wish you the best of luck in Athletes Unlimited this season, and that you're able to achieve your dreams and advance your career.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. Let's get it. Make sure y'all come watch. Come to Nashville. Come watch AU. Come watch us hoop. Watch us do our thing.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Good Follow Show. Today's episode is presented by DraftKings. Oh, that was awesome to catch up with Deja Kelly and just really have that nice interview with her. I'm so excited to see her put in work on the court this season at Athletes Unlimited. We'll definitely be tuned in. It's now time for our DraftKings Pick of the Week. Presented by DraftKings. This week, I've got my eye on Duke at South Carolina. I'll be watching South Carolina star Taniyah Latson. She's been putting up numbers lately in her first season since transferring with the Gamecocks. She may only be 5'8", but her presence is large. On the Duke side, I'll be looking at Toby Fournier, who won the 2025 ACC Rookie of the Year. She's just a sophomore now, but she has been a huge part of Duke's success. Ooh, with a coaching matchup of legendary Dawn Staley and Team USA coach Kara Lawson, this game should be a goodie. I'm picking South Carolina to come out on top. This segment is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
It's Thanksgiving, guys.
You know what I'm saying? And with Thanksgiving approaching, I felt like what a better way than to rock this fit and then for us to talk about all the things that we're thankful for in women's basketball. And so I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for all of you listening, watching, at home, our audience, the Good Follow family. If you remember, we relaunched this thing in January. So we're, now getting closer and closer to 1 year in, and we had to, build this thing honestly from the ground up, listener, viewer by viewer. So thank you so much for watching, engaging, subscribing. Thank you to all of our guests who pulled up for interviews. Thank you to our team.
Absolutely. I can contest to that, Ros. Thank you for the team for putting this together. Thank you, Ros, for bringing me on the show. I'm so thankful to you. Thankful to all the girls who work so hard, all the athletes who work so hard day in and day out. You are seen, you are appreciated, you are loved for what you do and what you bring to us.
Absolutely. Another thing that we're thankful for in women's basketball this season and this year, how about those off-season leagues? The ones that allowed the girlies to stay in the United States. We are thankful for Athletes Unlimited, who in 2026 will actually be heading into season 5. And last year was the debut of Unrivaled, who's going to head into season 2. I mean, what are you most thankful for to see, the opportunity there?
I'm thankful. The last time I got to play was in Athletes Unlimited, and I had a great time and still got to showcase some of my skills. So thank you for those leagues, especially for girls who are trying to make the league. Athletes Unlimited is a good platform for that for a lot of girls, and now leagues are helping women get paid. So we're thankful.
Yeah, and stay forefront. Like, I think one of the reasons this was important was, sometimes when players go overseas, the league, the players, they get forgotten about. There's no opportunity for storytelling. And now, free agency was huge. Like, all the storytelling, the fashion storytelling, walking down tunnels was like a big deal. Like, and then people get a chance to be at home with their families. And that was a big point of contention for a lot of players. Athletes Unlimited in particular, year after year, season after season, you hear about careers they changed, trajectories that changed after playing in that league. And one more thing these leagues show, all of the players have equity, or have had so far. So we've seen just a different level of what partnership and proper treatment of women's basketball players can really look like. And also just women's athletes in general. Unrivaled really set the bar with childcare, facilities, things like this that, shows you get a great product when you invest.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, moving on. Another thing that we are really thankful for this women's basketball year, Stud Budz! They were just hella fun. A breath of fresh air.
We are thankful for the Stud Budz because they can just be themselves and live out loud unapologetically. And that's the way to be, man. No judgment. They're just them.
Yeah.
And they're getting praised for it. And that's what we're thankful for that.
Yeah. I'm super grateful or just, happy to see the way they showed up and showed out. Fun, organic. And it was important representation. Like they've been everywhere. They've been captivating. I mean, we can't say enough. Like, how often do you see two, masculine presenting stud black women, on Vogue or, and all these big stages, and we just couldn't get enough of them. And so like literally it started off with that, like, I think they were building up, but the 72-hour live stream from WNBA All-Star skyrocketed them.
Yeah.
And remember when Natisha Hide Yo Man did her whole bust down and Deja Carrington bust her down? Like, that was hilarious. The pink wigs. I mean, the faux pas not recognizing who Diplo was. Like, just so authentic and funny. And I hope that they can hold on to that next year. Man, there was just so much to be thankful for. Those are just a few things to be thankful for in this women's basketball year.
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot to be thankful for. Well, I want to bring someone on who was thankful for you and who was a big fan of you and wanted to come on the show.
What? We have a surprise guest.
Okay. Little Angel. What's up, little Angel?
Hey, Ros. Hey, Angel. How is it going?
Oh my gosh. Hi, little Angel. Who's this?
So little Angel is the 10-year-old me.
Oh, this is so cute.
And she teaches kids how to have confidence and how to learn. And so, little Angel, what did you want to say to Ros? You're here.
Hi, Ros. I'm so proud. I'm so thankful to be able to meet you finally. I love what you do for women's sports. I'm so excited to get to know you better.
Oh my gosh, little Angel. First of all, I'm so surprised, but so honored to have the chance to speak with you. I want you to know that you grow up to be a very great woman and Big Angel here. And I think what you represent is so positive for young people, just having the chance to see representation and learn about this world and how to navigate it, how to love ourselves, how to move with confidence and be strong girls and strong women. So I'm so excited to have you here on Good Follow with us.
Thank you for having me, Big Angel, for letting me come on.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Yeah, she was a big fan of yours and really wanted to meet you. So that was really ecstatic for her. I'm going to hear about that the rest of the day.
That is so cute. And I think it's a really cool idea you have, just to help talk to and meet where they're at, that younger generation. So
Absolutely.
Super cool. How'd that song go?
Role models.
Oh.
Mothers, fathers, heroes, legends, idols. We all got role models. To give us guidance, to count these blessings, to learn these lessons, you need a role model. To hand off the mantle and lead by example. Yeah, this one, the anthem. I need a role model. Role models. Role models.
Role models. We're thankful for all the role models. We're thankful for all of you watching. We wish you guys a great, beautiful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And from the Good Follow family to y'all, thank you for being here. We'll catch you next time.
Time to eat.
Gobble, gobble.